Living with a dog here in Poulsbo, it's just awesome, right? All those waterfront walks, the hikes in the nearby forest. But to really soak it all in, you need a dog that's cool and confident out there. And that's exactly where finding the right trainer comes in. It changes everything. I mean, this is what it's all about, isn't it? Just picture it. You're walking down Front Street, maybe grabbing a coffee, and your dog is just chilling by your side. Not pulling, not barking. That's not some far-off dream. That's what good training gets you. It's about building this amazing partnership so you can enjoy Poulsbo together. All right, so to help you make that happen, we're going to walk through 5 main things. Thinking about your dog's life here, finding the right pro, what it might cost, the local rules and parks, and then the really important questions you've got to ask. Okay, first up, your Poulsbo dog life. It is so helpful to have a trainer who really gets our town. They know the difference between a quiet weekday hike and the craziness of the farmer's market on a Saturday. They can prep your dog for the stuff you'll actually be doing around here. So let's talk about finding that pro. Before you even start Googling, it's a good idea to get a handle on 3 things: their training methods, the different class formats, and what their credentials actually mean. Okay, this first one is huge. You want to look for a trainer who uses positive reinforcement. That's the modern, science-backed way to do things. It's all about rewarding your dog for making good choices, not punishing them for mistakes. It builds trust. Honestly, you should just steer clear of anyone who uses fear, pain, or intimidation tactics. Period. Next up, let's think about the format that's best for you. Group classes, they're awesome for teaching your dog to listen even with other dogs and people around, which is, a skill you'll need everywhere here. But private lessons are perfect for those at-home problems, like going nuts when the doorbell rings. It really just depends on what your goals are. All right, don't let all these letters scare you off. They're basically just proof that a trainer is serious about their education. A CPD-TKA? Great for general stuff, puppy classes. A KPA-CTP? That means they have proven hands-on skills. And if you're dealing with tougher stuff like serious fear or aggression, seeing something from the IAABC tells you you're talking to a specialist. Okay, let's get practical and talk money. Knowing what training usually costs around here will help you budget and also spot if a price seems way too high or maybe too good to be true. So here's a rough idea of what you can expect to pay here in Poulsbo and around Kitsap County. You can see a 6-week group class is usually the most budget-friendly way to start. Then you have things like board and train, which is a much bigger investment for really intensive work. This should just give you a realistic ballpark so there are no surprises. All right, so good training goes beyond your front door, right? It's about being a good canine citizen in Poulsbo. And that means knowing the local rules and, of course, where you can take your dog to practice everything they're learning. So here are the big ones. You'll need a 6-foot leash pretty much everywhere, unless it's a designated off-leash area. Good news, Kitsap County doesn't have a general pet license. But Washington state law says you absolutely need that rabies vaccination with the tag on the collar. And, with our cozy neighborhoods, keeping the barking under control is just part of being a good neighbor.
And where can you practice all this? Well, the dog park at Nelson Park is a great fence spot for off-leash work. Need to practice leash walking with some real-life distractions? The trails at Elahe Preserve are perfect for that. It's all about taking what you learn at home and applying it out in the real world.
Okay, you've done your homework, you know the budget, now it's time to actually talk to some trainers. This is the final step, and having a few key questions ready to go will make you feel so much more confident in your choice.
Here are the absolute must-ask questions. First, what's your training philosophy? You're listening for positive reinforcement. Then, ask about their credentials. A real professional will be proud to tell you. Ask how you'll track progress, and if they can customize a plan for you. Get a full cost breakdown, no surprises. And especially if you're dealing with behavior issues, ask if they'll work with your vet. That's a huge green flag.
So, at the end of the day, all this prep work is about making one really good informed decision. Picking the right trainer is probably the biggest first step you can take toward having a fantastic, low-stress life with your dog in our community. Think about it. When your dog can walk calmly past other people, say a polite hello to a neighbor, or just chill out at your feet while you're outside a cafe, it just makes everything better, doesn't it? That's what this is all about. It's not about control. It's about building communication and confidence so you two can get out there and enjoy everything Poulsbo has to offer. I wish you the best of luck in your search.